Woo! Am I here? I think I'm here. You know what? Let me turn on. Um, this one. If it'll load for me. Let me turn that down a bit. Is this the one I use? No, hang on. This one? Sure. I use like the same 4 playlists for everything. Oh my gosh. Please tell me it's in drafts. No. Okay. Hang on. Does this work? That works. Okay. Woo, okay, I'm here. I'm here. I'm tired, but I'm here. Here, let me... Oh, gosh. Let's see. I'll move... Don't do that. Yeah, do that. I'll move this here. I'm moving everything around. Just ignore me. Actually, don't ignore me. You're supposed to be watching me. Yeah. Just trying to see... What's the max I need? Like that? Okay. I think this is fine. Here, let me make that a little better. My canvas is crooked. Ignore that. I'm gonna fix it in a second. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that works. Yeah, I think this works because everything else is like a little too much for me right now. I think this will work. I'm just very tired, but I still want to stream, but I can't play a game right now. So I think I'm experiencing a memory leak whenever I stream video games. I don't know if it's all video games or just Steam games, but... Aw, not again. Shit. Hang on. Hang on. Darn it. I swear this happens like every time I boot up my tablet. There we go. There, that should work better. Ta-da? Question mark? Okay. Nope, don't do that. So what I'm doing now is I'm adjusting this because what am I doing? I kind of really have nothing to draw right now, so I'm just kind of doing stuff for this thing called Art Fight, where it's, oh wait, I don't have chat pulled up for myself. There we go, there's chat. Oh, I need to turn it on for, like, closed captions for the stream. Hang on. I have everything, like, so not prepared right now, but that's okay. There we go. Everything working now? I think it's working now. Okay. I think that's good. I'll turn up the music a little bit more, maybe. I just don't want it to overpower me when I'm talking. But I still want it loud enough so like people can hear it properly. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just updating my profile picture for Art Fight. And Art Fight is basically this community thing where every June, throughout the whole month of June, people will basically draw each other's OCs to earn points in a friendly competition. And I keep trying to participate every year, but something like prevents me from doing so. And even now, I'm gonna be gone for some time in June. So I won't even be able to participate during the full month, and I'm sad. But, oh well. And their profile photos, you have to do it where like what's it? Where like the profile photos have to be 100 by 100 pixels, and I don't know why they're so small. But that's what they are. That's the rules. I can't submit a photo if it's more than 100 by 100. So I'm just adjusting my profile photo for that. That looks a little better, right? I just need to simplify it enough. To where you can still kind of tell what it is. There we go. Something like that works, I guess. I think it's always just gonna look pixely. Oh shit! It's always gonna look pixely no matter what I do, so. Oop, don't do that, please. I'm just trying to minimize the pixel. Because too much Hi! Oh, hello! Hello, Flower Heart. Welcome. Sorry, it's a low energy stream today. I'm pretty tired, but I still wanted to do stuff. But hello, how are you? Bonk. Can I info dump about your world building? Sure, why not? I don't have a lot to talk about right now. I'm here just trying to simplify my profile photo here. The thing is, they don't. So setting has a lot of gods and gods as concepts. Thing is, they don't care about humanity. Ooh, okay. I have a story that has some reference of gods, but it's not a center focus. But that's cool. But they are center of the magic system and creation myth. Okay. I love making magic systems. I don't know, it's just so fun for me to just start making systems and rules to magic. Funk. There. I think that's good. Saving that. And now I can post it on. Here we go. Man, I'm really bad at this. So, yeah, gods that are the center of magic system creation myth. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense with how powerful and stuff gods can be. Let me... Where is it? Nope, didn't want to do that. Okay, here we go. Okay. That looks better. I think... Okay. There we go. Okay. What else can I do? I have, where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah. Okay. How do I spell her name? I keep forgetting how to spell her name. Oops, shit, don't do that. I'm just, so on top of drawing, I'm also kind of updating my art fight profile. Because even though it's like, what, 2 months away, I kind of want to work on it because I really don't have many ideas of what to draw other than that. So. Also, my stream may or may not crash. Because I've been experiencing memory issues, memory leaks on my computer, and like my whole PC will just turn off randomly. But yeah. I'm just trying to see what's triggering it right now, and it might take a few days for me to actually fix it. I'll just keep her description like that. Okay. Who else can I draw? You know what? Yeah, let me redraw that. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm going to. Alright, so we're gonna be looking at some old art. If I can find it. Let me like scroll through and find it real quick. Is it this one? Oh, hey, it's my old logo. But no, it's not this one. I have no idea where to find this anymore, actually. I think I lost it. Did I lose it? I'm gonna be so sad if I did. Because it's not in here. You know what? It's probably in the thing labeled art fight. Yeah. There it is. Look at that. Oh, this is so old. This is from 2021, I think. Ew. I don't know. I think I did a good job for what it's worth. Okay, time to update it. Boop. Look at those legs. Ew, I can do better than that. I can do better than that. No, you know what? Let me just do that. start with that. There we go. Boop. Now we have a background. We have this. Ew. Old art. Oh no. That's okay. Oh. There we go. Do I like that one? We're gonna say I do. I have no idea how tall she's gonna be. Oh gosh. How do I draw a human again? How do I draw a human person? Like that, I think. I don't like that. Here. Ooh, that looks ugly, but that's okay. It's gonna look ugly for now, and then I'm gonna fix it. There we go. No, I don't want that. I want a lasso. Yay. I'll turn the volume just a smidge, because I know I'm talking very quiet today. And her hair's the same as since I first designed her. I never bothered changing her hairstyle, because I just like it. I don't know. I like the weird, like very short, like undercut look. It's gonna be a wide cut, and she's gonna keep the sleeves. Look at those sleeves. Look at that. guess she's keeping mostly the same outfit. I'm just updating the art style to be more accurate with how I currently draw her. I also have no idea what to do for her shoes. I keep drawing her shoes different every single time. Do I like that at all? Not the other eye. There you go. That works. God, symmetry sucks, dude. Symmetry's like awful. She's like supposed to be small. I'm trying to draw her petite and stuff, and it's not working out too well. She's like supposed to be small. I don't know. I'm really trying with her silhouette. Cause like the but like I don't want it to be too poofy. Because, you know, in art, they're always talking about make sure they have a recognizable silhouette and stuff, and you can't have too many things touching or whatever. But silhouette also really helps your eye follow along with the character design and stuff. You have to have like a similar line of action for your clothes. Like, people will say line of action when you're doing character poses, but it's also very important that you have that for your clothes. There might be an actual name for it, I don't know. But like, I want everything on her outfit to start small here at the top and then slowly get bigger as you get further down. So that like her silhouette is basically a trapezoid. That's kind of what I want to give her. So she starts pretty small up here, and even her hair is like slanted down to start guiding your eyes to her sleeves. And then you're gonna have the dress that helps make that actual trapezoid shape. And then I wanted to make her skinny, just because of, like I'm trying to experiment with body types, and I don't always draw characters like skinny, in the sense of like they're not very big. Like there's not a lot of curves to them. They just are basically a rectangle. And I'm not used to drawing body types like that, so I'm trying to do it with her. And so her legs are going to be skinny to like make this big, like counteract this trapezoid shape. But then she's going to have some really chunky shoes to help like balance her. Because like a tower, if you got this really big base, but then you only have skinny legs supporting it, it's a really big contrast in shape language. And you can get away with that. But just for me, I wanted to also add some pretty chunky shoes. It's like to help exaggerate her body size versus her clothes and stuff. Like I really wanted to exaggerate how small she is, because she's a short, petite, woman. I change her age so much. But yeah. Oh, you know what? They should probably go different ways like that. They should all probably be following the same thing like that. There you go. The yeah, what's that? The collarbone, whatever, the clavicle. I think it's the collarbone. Is much higher. So it's like right there, and then I always get the chest wrong. I'm trying to see like where is the chest? I think it's about right here, because for women, it's like their muscle may be here, but depending on how big their like chest is, it can be a little lower just because of how gravity works. So it's like when you're drawing women characters and you want to be realistic somewhat with the anatomy, you got to take in mind like their cup size, because that has gravity to it. It's really not a weird topic to talk about, but just because it's like the internet, there's gonna be childish people who aren't artists, and some of them like just don't get it. My gosh, those people that are like, hey, why don't they have clothes? Are you are you drawing something inappropriate? They don't have clothes. And it's like, dude, I haven't gotten to the clothes yet. I'm just working on the anatomy right now. I'm just working on the pose. It's like, wow, that's so weird. And it's like, teacher, no, teacher, they're drawing something bad. And then the teacher gets me in trouble, or I get in trouble with the teacher because they also aren't an art kid. They aren't an art person. Being an art kid's fun. It's so fun. What is it? So it's like bum, 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 bum. Yeah, like that. And then we have just this little skirt trying to avoid tangents. So you don't have to necessarily like avoid tangents at all cost, which is when basically just like lines meet up like this. Like when lines start touching each other that aren't necessarily supposed to. Like, so let's say she has something behind her and like the object starts here. You would consider this a tangent. Because the end of one line meets up with the end of another. And you don't necessarily have to avoid them at all costs, but you should definitely be mindful of how many there are and where they are, because they can muddle up the image a lot if you're not careful. So you want to make sure, at least on the parts of the image that you want to be focused on by the viewer, that there's less tangents than like other parts where it doesn't really matter. Maybe you do want it to be muddled up, so you add more tangents. I don't know. There's a lot of like different things you can do with that, because not everything is a hard rule on what is good and bad art. It's mostly just how you apply these things, how you break the rules, that can really determine whether it's good or not. Yeah, it looks good. But I have no idea what shoes I want to give her. What shoes should I give her? Should I give her boots? Should I give her tennis shoes? I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna find out. Oh god, time to bring up Task Manager. Uh-oh. Everything froze. This is not good. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but everything on my computer froze. So that's something I gotta take note of. Yay, I'm back! Oh goodness, I don't know if anyone could hear me. I was crying, screaming from the walls. Help! Help! Let me out! Help! We're just gonna have Task Manager up just in case something happens. Clothes, shoes. I have a Pinterest board for everything. Oh, sarcastically
Sarcastically _optimistic joined the rebellion.
There we go. I said it. That was totally me that said it. Whoa. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm not very high energy right now. But thank you for following. How was your day? How are you doing? My stream just like, I think my stream froze just now, so I'm glad I caught that. Hello, you could be heard. Okay, good. I really don't know what things look like on your guys' end. I got nervous. I was afraid everything was gonna crash. I was like, no! But thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And thank you for stopping by the stream. I'm just trying to find a good pair of shoes that she would wear right now. But how is your day? How are you doing? Let's see. All of these are boots. Darn it. I like have no tennis shoes or anything. I have a preference when like the whole Pinterest board is just boots of some kind. I have a bit of a problem. Oh, you know what? Those are kind of cute. If I can select those. Here, let me see if I can... Can I do this? Aha! I did it. I don't need high energy, but I've been enjoying your little art hints and tricks. Oh, really? I try my best. I wouldn't really call myself a professional, but I've been like doodling since I was what, 11, 12? So like 8 years. So a lot, learned a lot. Got a few things under my belt, I would say. My day was alright working. How's your day? Well, for me, I stream like right when I wake up. So nothing much has happened yet, but I got a busy day planned. I'm just a very busy person right now, but so my streaming is a little irregular. Usually I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and I'm trying to stream Fridays. But it's like on and off because I've been so exhausted lately. I like these actually. But yeah, I stream like, what's it? It's 8 a.m. Central Time? I think it's Central Time, American Central Time. And I do plan to do a lot more art streams, especially during Art Fight. When I get closer to there, I'm gonna be ramping up the art streams to probably almost every day. Let's see, how should I draw her shoes? Because I want them chunky. I want them chunky to like help balance the weight on her. But I also want it to be kind of like, I don't know. For her, I really don't know if she would wear like very big like hiking boots or something, or if she would just like wear something cute. This is when I just start like experimenting with the shapes. Like, maybe she does have her socks folded over. And then Oh, Art Fight, I did that last year. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, every year I try to do it. I've been trying to do it since 2018 or something. That's when I made my account. But just, I could never do a lot of attacks. I could never draw a lot of other people's OCs. Um, I think I really was like being a perfectionist with my work. Like I wanted it to impress everyone and really like honor the artist that I was drawing their OCs from. And it's like I just really wanted to make sure I didn't fuck it up. Um, and like I eventually just didn't do a lot because perfectionism. Here, let me see. Here, let me get another reference. It's like, which other ones were I thinking of? I was thinking of these. It's like, if you're trying to find a good, like, if you're looking for, like, reference images. Oh gosh, what am I trying to say? It's important to mix and match, honestly. Oh, it's Clip Studio. No! Everything froze again. What's happening? Uh-oh. Is this another spike? I mean, as the title says, experiment time. When will my stream crash? If it does crash, I'll try to hop on my phone and maybe I can raid someone. Or maybe I can boot it back up, but that takes a few minutes. No! Don't do this to me! I can't interact with anything on my computer. Everything's like frozen. I just gotta give it a second to catch up. No, when's the last time I saved? There we go. Oh shit. Okay, I need to save this. Hang on. Yeah, the aspect of not wanting to mess it up, but I used Artfight to challenge myself to more digital art, improving and such, trying to. Yeah, that's a good, that's actually a good way to go about it, because, oh, what do I name this file? This is what I'm gonna do. 2024, because that's the year we're in. That's a good way to go about it because like there's so many different artists on that site and they have like so many different ideas and character designs they may have done. So you're likely to come across a lot of things you maybe never thought of drawing before. And it really does give you some experience. Ooh, I like this. They're like teeth. That's kind of fun, honestly. I like that. Let me save again just to be sure. Oh, I need to save this as a Clip Studio file. That's important. I need to save my layers. But what was I trying to say before? Was to like use more than one reference. Like for me, I don't really have a good idea of what shoes she would wear, so I'm trying to find reference photos that stand out to me that like, ooh, she would totally wear this, or ooh, I like this shape or whatever I like about the shoe. And then I just kind of start tracing over them to get a good idea of like, cause typically I just like start tracing over things that I like about the image. And And so it's like, oh, I really like the sole here, but what do I like about the sole? And then I noticed all these little notches, and I'm like, ooh, they're like teeth. And I really think that fits the theme of the story very well. So I'm gonna give her some toothed soles, and I can do anything with that idea. Maybe they're colored to be like real teeth, or maybe I just try to shape them a bit more to look more like a mouthful of teeth. Like that notch here, notch here. I can always add like the canine tooth somewhere. Make it more, I don't know what's the word, because it's not symbolism. Motif? It's a motif. The motif. So I definitely like that. And I'm drawing on the wrong layer, but that is okay. And I do like the patchiness here. I'm just not sure how to translate it onto my character the way I want it to be. Oh, you know what? This patch right here, I can do that. I'm gonna start like actually drawing on the layer now. There we go. That's a patch. And then what do I like? I like this. I don't know, shoes are hard, so and while I do really like the straps on this boot right here, I have another character who belongs in the same story who has more like who that is their thing for their boots. Like their boots are all really wonky and like have random like straps that don't make sense or anything or whatever. And it's like I don't want to take that character design away from her by adding it to this person. So it's like I can't use these because that's repeating too many design things. And especially if you want all your characters to be very identifiable from each other, very unique, you don't want to repeat too many design traits. Maybe unless it's like, you know, that's their whole thing, is where they're all in sync or they're in a uniform because they belong to some affiliation, then you want to repeat it. But otherwise, it's really important to like not repeat designs too much. But I don't always follow that. Well, I don't follow it when I'm doing different stories. I'll reuse some design traits because I really like them, and I can because it's my story. It's my creation. I am God, therefore I can do what I want. But yeah, I like the height of this shoe, but I like the look of this shoe. But I do want there to be laces. You see, her shirt, she's gonna have stripes. She's gonna have very, like, straight, not geometric, but like a stripey pattern. So I need to somehow keep in mind that the stripes are up here, and I want that to be consistent for down here to tie the top half and bottom half together. With this skirt acting as like some asymmetry, some like interesting like thing to look at that breaks apart everything else. It's like a transition. Ooh, how do I... There's a lot I can talk about. I'm trying to balance it because there's so many connecting things in my head and how all of this works. I'm trying to isolate the ideas the best I can. Because in my head, it's like one thing is connected to this other, and I have to keep in mind of you know, idea A because idea B is involved, and idea C can like overflow into the both of them, and I need to like make sure I'm not saying too much at once. It's like so much easier to talk about this when I have like a pre-planned script, but I didn't make that. I'm just rambling to fill in the dead space. But she has these stripes going across her her shirt, her torso, and her arms. And this also, like, again, I really wanted to exaggerate just how small she can be, because she's not a child, but I just thought it would be funny if, like, you had this shorter person, like, shorter, skinnier person just wielding this big-ass weapon. Because you see, she has, like, this scythe thing, and it's like, it'd just be so funny. And these horizontal stripes can also add to the fact of, or can subtract from her height, I guess. Oops, this one. Because vertical stripes, if you wear like a t-shirt in real life and it has vertical stripes on it, it can give the illusion of you looking taller. And horizontal stripes would do about the opposite, I think. I also just really like just the look of it breaking her up into segments. And then you have the skirt that's very vertical, very flowy, but it's still like got this slant in it, so it's not, so it's like, one, it's asymmetrical, which gives an interesting character design, and two, how do I word this? It's like not 100% straight lines with vertical lines. And while you can still make that look good, just the way I like to make my characters look, it like it just helps make the vertical flow of these lines make sense. Because you have the stripe from the shirt, and then you have the slanted line from the skirt, from the hem of the skirt, and it kind of just helps tie these vertical lines together without looking too out of place. Like, instead of just having 90 degree, 90 degree, and they're so, like, contrast from each other, you have the slanted angle. You have the slanted line to kind of help fade everything into each other, while also making it asymmetrical and a point of interest that people would want to look at. And it helps you, like, when you're thinking about like a TV show or something, it helps make that character more recognizable compared to like other characters from a different franchise or something. Because some characters may have those horizontal stripes, but your character also has that slanted stripe going across their hips, their legs. And it helps you differentiate your character from not only other characters in your story, but can also help differentiate your character from a different story made by someone else. If that makes any sense. I'm not 100% sure if I'm making sense or not. But we're gonna have laces, because I like laces, and that's pretty standard. You know what, maybe that's too many crisscrosses. I don't want the shoes to be too muddled. I still want them to be rather simple. Because I don't want to take away from the soles, because that's my favorite part of the shoe. Let's see, what else can I do? Do I want to add socks to her thing? I don't know, do I? A lot of character design is also just throwing something on the character and seeing if it works. Because again, these would be vertical lines, which could actually pretty well go into the vertical lines of the skirt if I wanted. I don't know. We'll leave these here and I'll see what I think about it. Maybe I want to make this sock skinnier. If you can't tell, character design is like my favorite part of drawing. I just love making characters look pretty. And I guess this also ties into like the soles because they're vertical rectangles. Do I like that? Do I want that to be the way it is? Do I want to keep this? Yeah, they have loops. Because shoes have like these weird loopy things on them. On the back of the shoe. And it's like, I don't really know what they're for. But they exist. So I'm gonna add them. They're probably for something. It's either for something that like we used to use a long time ago. And now it's just not relevant anymore, but we still kept the design. Or this is just something that no one's ever taught us. That we can like totally use. You know how like on like TikTok, there's always videos of like people being, hey, did you know you can do this with a cereal box so you don't have to like use a bag instead? It's like you can just close the box and then everyone's like, holy shit, is that what this is for? Is that what these indented lines on the box is for? Maybe it's something like that. Yeah, I like that. And it's like, I really want to look smart and go into extreme detail of everything about the character I'm making, but sometimes it's just, there's not really any thought put into it. It's just me making something that I think looks good. Because not all character design is super well thought out and like makes sense. It's just, this looks good, so I'm gonna keep it. Or maybe there is a reason and I just don't know like why it looks good. I just know it does. It like makes sense. And I'm still debating on the socks. Oh, well, it was lovely sitting in your art process. It's quite late for me, but I'll be best off to bed. Hope to catch a stream another day. Hope we have a good stream and rest of the stream. Yeah, thank you. You too. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good rest. You go to bed. Get some sleep. I thank you again for the follow. I'll just be here doodling. I'm gonna erase this because I can, and I'm kind of procrastinating the line art. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared to get to the line art. Okay, I guess I have to now, huh? Heart. Yay, heart. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. feel bad sometimes because it's like I don't know what else to say but thank you. It's like I want to say more. I want to give you more. But I don't have more. You know, let me just turn on symmetry. Let me just do that. Right there. No. Nope. Where is her line of symmetry? I think a good spot would be like right there. There you go. That looks pretty good. Darn. No. No. That looks good enough. Let me do a little quick save before something breaks. Boop. I guess you could say even like this little belt gives you something for character design. Like it's pushing in her waist so you can still see the divide. It also makes you realize like, oh, she just is wearing baggy clothes. It's not that this is her size, she's just wearing clothes that adjust her shape like this. No, I don't want to do that. Like, I guess you could say the belt here is fitted to her body. So if there's any proportions that may have looked weird when you added the shirt on, like if the clothes added any weird like illusion to her body, you could see the belt and see like, oh, this is about how wide her waist is, and you can make out the rest of her body, like her natural body under the clothes from that. So it's like, oh, like this proportion that I originally thought was really weird is actually just the clothes. It adds some clarity, I guess you could say, of like what is actually going on with the design. Because that's what you want. You want clarity. You want people to know what they're looking at. There we go. I guess that works. I don't know. Hands are hard. Yeah, I had her. Her face was so crooked. That looks like something, I guess. Nope, ears look like more like that, I guess. And I'm gonna erase this. I want to redo her jaw. Her face looks so weird. Her face looks weird. I'm gonna scream. You know what? That looks good enough. That looks good enough. And what I'm doing here is I'm not gonna keep all these symmetrical lines. I'm just gonna make them so I know they're there, so I know how they line up in reality, and then I'm gonna adjust them sometimes. I'm going to adjust some of them. Because even in real life, the face isn't 100% symmetrical. In art, we might just make it symmetrical because we can, and like some people like it better that way, just to make it look nice. Oh god, I need to figure out how that works. Nah. There we go. Boop. Boop. Nope. Shit. Boop. 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 Nah, darn it. Boop. 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 Right? No. No. Boop. 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 And this is gonna be all wobbly, and this is gonna follow her chest, I suppose. What I'm also doing with these stripes is these stripes are not aligned with each other. Like this stripe and this stripe, they don't line up with each other because it ends here and it ends here. And that's mostly so like you can still just at a glance tell where her torso is versus where her arms are, so that they don't get muddled in with each other, and you can still like if I were to ever draw her in some sort of action pose, you can still pretty well see like how her arms and torso are shaped, because the stripes allow you to block out the different pieces of her body. So yeah. Oops, shit, don't do that, please. There we go, and I'm gonna turn symmetry off for a second so I can do this. It's like when you want to make good character design, it is very important to understand, like, the order you want your audience to view, like you, God. Whenever you're designing a character, it's important that the audience can understand what they're looking at and how, like, you want to draw attention to the traits, to the design traits that you want your audience to look at, and it's typically God. I'm too tired just for this. I'm too tired for this. I'm surprised I made it this far. I'm blaming my lack of words on exhaustion. But I just can't go back to sleep. I tried. I tried like twice. I kept waking up. I was like, okay, this isn't happening. OMG, hi! Hello! Sorry, I didn't notice your comment there. Hello! Exhaustion? That's weak stuff. Weak stuff? Yeah, I should just like down like a gallon of coffee. A good pint of coffee. Down like 3 monsters and draw on your tablet like me. Alright. I should have just done that. I don't know. I'll get a monster after the stream. Cause I gotta like code today for at least 5 hours. It's gonna be so fun. But hello. Oh, like mad. Okay. But hello, how are you doing? I'm a little low energy today. So I'm sorry if I'm not, I guess like my usual streams. Because I'm not bouncing off the walls, but I'm like, I guess I'm louder. Ooh, I don't like that. That's a tangent. We don't want those there. Oh, this is gonna be so fun to deal with. That works pretty well, actually. Did I ask that already? Did I already ask how your day was? I'm sorry if I didn't. But how was your day? Or morning or night or afternoon or evening or whatever you want to call it. How is your time? Don't be sorry. Fine, I'm not sorry. How does that make you feel? Line art is intimidating. Yeah, why not? I'll do that. It's morning for me, but I got off work like 3 hours ago. That's nice. It's nice. Yeah, I still got stuff to do. Busy me. My sleep has been awful. Like, I go to bed at a reasonable hour. Good artists are intimidating. Shut up! Stop it! Stop it! I'm like shaking my boots just chatting with you. Oh my gosh, just because of this is a pretty simple thing. Like, I don't know, whenever I'm drawing like reference sheets, my like art, my quality in art just like drops by a good 15%. I'm actually redrawing this older character sheet. Let me show you. I'm actually redrawing this. Oh shit. This is from 2021, I believe. So like I'm redrawing that. Oh god, 3 years ago. Her thumb is so short. And her ear's so tiny. But yeah. And I'm always redoing her shoes. I have like redesigned her a couple times, and every time I do, she gets a new pair of shoes. Like I'm never set on the shoes she wears. It's fun. Let's see, do I want symmetry back on for this? But bro, I'm like, I'm not the best artist in the world. I still fuck up. There's things I don't know how to draw. Boop. Again, do I want her socks? Do I want these? I have no idea. I'm still debating on whether or not she has socks, like, visible from her shoes. She wears socks, it's just, am I gonna make that known to the world? I'm gonna, you know what, the laces are gonna be a separate thing. Boop. Nope. There we go. Big yawn. But yeah, my computer has been weird lately, especially when I stream, so my screen like may or not freeze. If that happens, like if my stream crashes, I'm just gonna raid someone. I don't like that. Yeah. Here we go. And fun fact, legs are hard. Damn, I actually don't know how to draw these. How do I draw legs? Okay, let me like... So this is her thigh, that's her knee. I guess like that, but I don't want her legs to be like too skinny, or maybe I do. Well, not like too skinny, but skinnier. I don't know. I'm learning how to draw new body types with this character. Or I guess practicing, because I really only draw like one body type usually when I'm doodling. Like when I'm just drawing for the hell of it. Or like not paying attention in class. I'm just sketching like the same male and female body. So I'm really used to drawing like one type. And so I try to give my characters different body types so I can practice and get better with that. Goodness. Might have to end it soon. I don't think I can do the full 2 hours. I mean, we're at an hour and a half. We're gonna see if I can make it to 2 hours today or not. I might end it early. It's like I swear I'm streaming because I want to. Like I really want to. I'm just so tired. Why not do a funny doodle to stay up? Let's see, what funny doodle? What doodle ideas? What should I do? Can I like get rid of this ruler, please? Thank you. Here, I'm gonna move these in a folder so I can separate things up a little bit. New layer. I don't know about funny. I don't know. I'm not... I guess I'm not a very creative person. Like, I always need references to come up with, like, what to draw and stuff. What's a character you like drawing? Damn. I don't really draw fan art. It's like... I think that's sad. I don't really draw fan art. I could try drawing fan art. What's a character you want to see me draw? Because when I'm saying, like, when I doodle body types, it's just this, like, very standard woman body. Let's see. What's a character I can draw that, like, that isn't cringe? Some artists just draw really low effort doodles and stupid poses. Bonk. You know what? Let me pull up my Pinterest board. Art. Poses. I have like a Pinterest board for almost anything to draw. Oh, and Pinterest froze. That's so fun. I'm gonna save my thing right now. Draw a character doing the nagging hand while yapping. Please tell me the hourglass is because it's saving. No! There goes my computer. Please let it save. Please let it save. Please let it save. I really don't know what's going on. I think it's a memory leak issue, and I'm just kind of experimenting to see what happens. Because last time, like, when I was playing Steam games, everything crashed. So I'm trying to see if I'm not playing Steam games, if there's anything different that happens. Everything's still frozen. No! No! Please let it save. Please let it save. Please let it have been saved. No. Where was it? Where did I have it in my computer? It was an art fight. My art fight folder. There it is. How much was saved? Okay, it's not that bad, I guess. I know. It's terrifying. Okay, I don't think anything was lost beyond, like, me starting the doodle. But now let me just save everything again to be sure. No! There we go. I think we're back. I think everything's good now. Draw character doing the nagging hand while yapping. I may not know what a nagging hand is, but I'm gonna draw this. How do you draw a mouth? Oops. I'm just really kind of like talking with your hand. This also helps me realize, like, in reality, I really don't know how to draw a lot of different things. That's a kind of spooky music. Nightmare in Paris. I don't feel like listening. Let's not do that. That's a spooky music. Like, I don't know how to draw a lot of different poses and stuff. So let me, like... Bap. Just to make this easier on me. Boop. 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 Honestly, this should be lower. I'm caring too much about this. But it's okay. Bro, that looks awful. Look at that. I'm trying to draw them like they're so done, they're so bored. They're like eye rolling. Boop. Let me just delete this. Boop. Boop. Nag, nag, nag. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Nice. Yeah. Super nice. Alright, I can draw gremlin pose. You know that? Like, and they're just a little. They're just a little gremlin. Haha. Gremlin is good. Good gremlin. Let's see. What else can I draw? I don't draw silly things a lot. That's sad. That's so depressing. Draw a super smug one. Super smug gremlin. That's smug, right? That's what smug looks like. How does a gremlin stand? He's got feet and arms. Nah, nah. He looks like a weirdo. Nyum. Such a devious smug. Yes. Yes, he did something wrong that he knows he wasn't supposed to do, and he's proud of himself. Hands on hips. Ooh. For this pose, I can do another pose with him having his hands on hips. But I'll do that. He can be all sassy and pose. There you go. Super sassy pose. And what, don't they? I don't know what the flowers mean, but I'm drawing flowers. Oh, you know what? Gonna have a little flower in his hair because he's fancy. Why is this a separate layer? Why is it a separate layer? Oh. Go away, I don't want you here. Nope. You're gonna have a little flower. And he's gonna be like... He's gonna have camera flashes. This is not what camera flashes look like, but whatever. Click. Click. Shutter. Flash. You can be on the runway. He's on the runway. Looking super cool with the flower in his hair. But like when I'm doodling like a human body. Cute, yeah. Uh-oh, there it goes. But like when I'm doodling just a human body without much thought, I will draw like just very standard, like I guess like I can draw like a human body pretty fast now, I'd say. Now if you want them in a certain pose, that's a little different. Boom. Under a minute and it's ugly. Also, I'm tired. I think I might pass out. Bro, go to bed. Bro, go to bed. I'm gonna end the stream soon anyways. You're not gonna miss out on much. Work killed me. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. I know. You're telling me to doodle to stay up. You gotta go to bed. Don't pass out on your computer / phone. That would not be fun. Okay, bye-bye. I'm a lurk. Yeah, bye-bye. Enjoy the lurk, enjoy the nap. Go to bed. Go rest. I could doodle poses and stuff, actually. What's here that I can do? You know what I need to learn? I need to learn how to, like, do hands crossing over, like, folding hands and stuff. That's what I need to learn. Because you usually have, like, the hand here. Like that. excuse me. I think I got a little hiccup there. Dude, drawing hands are awful. I hate it. It's so icky. Here, I'm using a reference for these poses and stuff. Oh my god. That's the biggest thing when you're drawing. Like even professional artists who draw like cartoons and shit, they use references. Everyone's using references to learn how to draw something. Animators, they record themselves acting out the scene and then they animate over their recording. Like like you should be using references to draw stuff, especially if it's a professional production. Or if you're treating it like a professional production at least. Oh man, I got distracted. I can't even. Can I draw this? Like, it's not cheating to look up a reference. It's when you trace. It's tracing where it gets a little weird. Because, like, you can trace an image to break down the pose and the character better. But you can't actually learn how to draw it yourself unless you use it as a reference. Let me show you. Where is it? There it is. This is the pose I'm referencing. If I were to just like... If I were to just start tracing over it, sure, this can help me get an idea of like how the arm travels and how they got it split up and where these things go. But if all I do is trace the body, I'm not gonna necessarily learn how to do it, how to do this pose without this image. But if I were to have it by my side and just start like breaking down its pieces and stuff, kind of like I'm doing, and you can break it down like however you want. This is just the way I like to do things sometimes. Then you're like you're learning better. You're learning how to draw it yourself. If that makes any sense whatsoever. And then you can start comparing, like, you see here, this angle right here is much more dramatic than the angle I have here. So then I can correct things. Because if I had just traced it, I wouldn't have noticed how dramatic that angle is and how much I really need to push it to make it look correct. And then if you have a good understanding of weight, you can also see how this person is balancing out, like balancing their body. Like their butt having a lot of weight being pulled to the left. But by having their knees stretched out so much to the right, it is balancing that weight. That is why you have such a sharp angle at the ankle here. And that's why this leg is leaning towards the right, is because the knees are being used, as well as the hands here. They're being used to balance out the weight from the butt. That's what's going on here. So while tracing can be helpful, it's not as useful as using references. And this is why like professional artists are always using references. Even Disney, like way back when they were drawing Bambi, they got a real deer to practice drawing images from, so that they could learn how to draw a deer, and they could learn how their structure works and how they move and all of that. And they couldn't do that if they just traced an image of a deer, or traced a photo of a deer. They actually got to see, they used a real deer as a reference. Now, you might not be able to buy a real deer or rent a deer for reference, but you can totally look up a photo and just draw next to it. Like this. And the next best thing you can do to learn is you take your reference, the image that you used, and do it another layer. And now, and then you draw it again. Oops, I already fucked up. That's okay. And now you're not just referencing someone else's art, you're referencing your own art. And maybe you can see something you don't like about your reference, and then you can do it again. Like, I don't like this head right here. This is awful. And the goal isn't to make it look exactly like the image. It's just to make the pose look good. And then the more you just keep doing it and breaking it down, the better. Like, you can do this as many layers as you want, honestly. The foot's facing this way to help balance the knee that's being tilted and to like relieve tension from the ankle. And the arm is shaped like this and so pulled far, oh my god, pulled so far out. Because the knee, it's resting on the knee here. See, that looks weird. And you're able to simplify the shapes more and more. And again, whenever you're stylizing things, it's not necessarily like, it's not as simple as breaking the rules of reality. It is more so keeping proportions correct with each other while making it look the way you want, while exaggerating things. Like, stylization is really just exaggerating or de-exaggerating. I don't know, I guess it's both ways. Whatever. It's just pushing and pulling a real life image in different directions. Really, that's all stylization is. It can also be like, I use sharper angles. I use sharper angles to define curves instead, while someone may do really round, like, fuck, what am I saying? I'm gonna be honest, I'm really trying to figure out what I'm saying right now. And of course, my reference image didn't have a really good, like, idea for the hands, I guess. So I can't figure out what the hands would look like, but I can at least figure out what the body looks like. And you might have to look up another reference image for the hands to get a better idea of it. And ta-da, 2 layers. And you can kind of see how, like, a person's art style comes out this way. Like, I see on YouTube, there's so many videos about, you know, finding your art style as fast as possible. Finding your art style. What is your art style? How to find your art style. And it's like, first off, even when I was a kid, I didn't really get, like, why was that so important? Like, I was just learning to draw. Why was it so important to know my art style? But, like, if you really do care about finding your art style super fast or whatever, or having a defining art style unique. Hi! Oh, hello! Hello, Alexi. I'm just going over some, like, little art things. I was talking about using references in art. It's like how you need to use 2 layers of references right here. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. It's actually, I've been streaming for 2 hours. I'm gonna end the stream soon. But I can stay and chat for a few minutes. I'm doing good, just sleepy. It's a little bit of a lazy stream today, mixed with some art tips and tricks and advice, I guess. How are you, though? How's your day? I just finished ice figure skating. Ooh, ice skating's so fun. I just don't get to do it because, like, it doesn't snow where I live. But that sounds fun. I wish I could do it. I think it's just going to an ice skating rink here is so expensive. But that's good, that's good. I got a bunch of doodles here. I had another viewer, another follower, they gave me some ideas to doodle, and then I started on a little rant about finding your art style and all of that. Excuse me. Yeah, I was finding some poses, some, like, just poses to draw things I may not know how to draw too well. And then I started talking about how, you know, you find your reference, and it's really important to just use it as a reference where you have it side by side and you start drawing it as, like, accurately, not as accurately, but just, you know, drawing it to try and mimic this image. And then you can use this one to redraw it again as a reference image. And then you just keep doing that layers and layers however much you want, and you can, like, 1, have a better and better understanding of the original pose and how it works, and 2, it can help, like, find your art style if you don't have one already. Like, if you're a new artist. Because the more you draw it, the more you, like, just start to reproduce it in a way that you like in a way that makes sense to you, or whatever. So like you can actually tell here my art style really starts to come out on this second one, because here this is just me like just trying to replicate this image. But then once I get to here, you really start to see all the sharp angles I like to draw with, and like I typically draw bigger feet and all of that. I draw clothes in real life. Like in a real life art style? Or is that like something you do for a living or such, if you don't mind me asking? But I don't know. I think it's just a really good way to learn how to simplify things and draw certain poses quicker. I draw in a notebook and I draw clothes. You design clothes as a hobby. You draw clothing designs as a hobby. Ooh. That's fun. I really like character design. It's like my favorite part of art. Part of art. Like whenever I need to draw a story or something. When I'm making a new story, my favorite part of it, the whole thing, is just designing the characters. Like that's originally what I was doing. I was actually making a character reference sheet for a thing called Art Fight. It's like 2 months away, but I still wanted to, I wanted to doodle something, so I thought this would be a good time to do that. There's nothing wrong with preparing your characters a bit early. And actually, this was my, this is the one I made in 2021. This was 3 whole years ago. And I'm like, wow, I see so much wrong with this image. I could break down a lot of what's wrong with this image. I'm pretty sure there's stuff wrong here, but I don't know, I'm just enjoying life right now. But I love clothes. Like, sorry, big yawn. I love drawing new clothes and seeing how can I design style, like, like design clothes that aren't there all the time. Like you can't just find this skirt in a store. You would have to like look. You'd have to hire someone to make that skirt for you, or learn how to make it yourself. That's what I'm talking about. I love just drawing people, I guess. I don't know. Really long way of saying I like drawing characters. I like designing characters. But getting a job as like a character artist or a concept artist is like so hard because there's not many available positions. Like you would have to be applying for some other job, and then maybe if you're lucky, if you keep applying to character art positions, maybe you can do that, but it's not reliable. You gotta be really good at it. Oh, I actually have a homework project about this. Shit. But yeah, anyways, this is what I've been doing for 2 hours. And actually, like, I hate to end the stream when you just got here, but I really should get going and get stuff to do. Places to be, errands to run. Nah, it's fine. I can maybe raid someone. Let's see if I can raid someone who's out of the people I'm following, who's online right now. Rah, rah, rah. I can do. We got Miyazaki's doing art. Also, I'm always up for finding new people if there's maybe anyone specific. I can. Ooh. Let me see. Dandies? Dandies, is their channel spelled just like that? Oh, the person you suggested last time. Okay. Sorry, I don't. I have such a poor memory. I feel bad. Ah, no. Oh! I remember them now. Yeah. Oh, I felt so bad that stream because I had to pick between, like, so many different streamers and, like, shit, how do I make this fair? Because I really do my best to try and make everything fair. No, the person I suggested last time. Yeah, right? Do I have that right? Dandy Thrice? They have a cute little bee PNG, the bee VTuber. Yep, the bee. Yeah, okay, I do have it right. That's good. Here, let me start a raid. Let me make sure that's spelled right. I'm not dyslexic, but I do spell things wrong all the time. That work? Yay! Hooray! Alright. Sorry to end the stream like right when you joined. I'm gonna try to stream again on Thursday, but we're really gonna see. Like, again, these next few weeks are gonna be so weird for me. It all just depends on how I'm feeling that day, I guess, or what I got doing. But thanks for everyone who stopped by. Thanks for sarcastically optimistic for the follow this stream. I appreciate it. And hope everyone has a good day. And let's go raid. Let's go raid now.
Can you hear it? Oh, hello! Is it? Oh, Sarah's. Okay. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm gonna apologize right now if you can hear like loud piercing noise. There's like a little alarm going off. I am going to give you a shout outs. Don't know if Lissy is still here. Oh, you were doing art? Ooh. Lovely. What kind of art were you doing? Okay, one second. I'm gonna call my husband because I don't know what this is that's going off. There's a box. It's like screaming at the moment and it's very loud for Art Fight. What is Art Fight? Okay, husband's coming to save my ears because it's very, very loud. It's an annual friendly competition where people draw each other's. Oh! Oh, that is awesome. That sounds like it would be like a lot of fun. What is it? Oh, I don't blame you. It takes me a while. for the update. So this is my Oswald outfit. Oswald made outfit apparently because I started doing something and I couldn't. Oh, I'm so sorry. I will show this off and then I'll probably raid out because it's